Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, this is the final part of the 3 ways you know a company or an organization that is willing to ruin you, even when you have the intention to grow. All right. And I welcome you into the third part and into another episode of this Life Unscripted. What do we do in Life Unscripted? Actually, we help you to be able to become a student for life over academic session in order to achieve optimum and sustainable success. Why is that? Because life is unscripted. You only need this discipline of studying life beyond academic session to actually pick up a pen and a paper to write or rewrite your script. And so if it is your first time on my channel, hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell to get a notification when the next content drops. And if it's your first time on Facebook, go ahead and click on that follow button because that is one of the best decisions you're going to make in your life this year and beyond. And I'm going to share with you why in this series. So we have been talking about 3 ways you know an organization or a company that is going to ruin you, even when you have the intention to grow. All right, whether you're a graduate, employer, employee, wherever space, or you want to make a career transition, whatever it is, you need to be able to understand these things. Now, what is the third thing? You shouldn't be the only one here. Tag your friends, your enemies, your parents, your guardian, your friends, whatever, your neighbors, your yard people, even your village people, to actually come around because of what the envy is less when everyone is succeeding. So let everyone in your space be succeeding based on the level of conversation they engage in. The conversation may be direct or indirect, and this is one of the indirect conversations that help them to improve their outcome. So tag them in the comment section, or you copy the link and share to them. All right, amazing. So the third thing you want to focus your attention to that will enable you to ask questions. This one you may not probably want to ask your interviewer. You can just take out your time to understand this thing or ask the staff who already existed there. So you ask, the question you want to ask is there any leadership system? Now, basically for employers, there is a very specific thing about this leadership system, right? Now you are result oriented. Now you want to grow yourself for the purpose of adding value anywhere you find yourself. And while doing that and you are in service, you're also growing your leadership system as a person. Now, as an employee, one thing you need to understand is that you can be replaced. It doesn't make you less of a leader because a leader is actually the one which can be replaced. And also, the doings or the services you have rendered is what speaks when you are no longer there. It's not what speaks when you are there, it's also what speaks when you are no longer there. So, understanding this is going to help you to maximize the duration of your service anywhere you are because that is going to bring the respect the world is going to show to you. All right. So one of the things you want to establish is leadership system. Now, what do I mean by leadership system in a company or in an organization? A system whereby anyone that is being that maybe probably the person great things happen in the person's life and the person desire to leave the job, the company will not fail. Now, I will take for instance, I was reading a book by Brian Tracy, and he made mention of an experience of a man, an employer or a business. Let me call him a business because he owns a company. He's a business owner that had 10 people in the sales team. In that sales team, there are two fantastic sales executives. But he has been thinking, if these two fantastic sales executives leaves, what will become of the company with these 8 people? So what he actually did was that he built a leadership system where these people who are fantastic in the field helps to coach all the people. He merges them based on team collaboration to teach these other 8 people so that if great things happen in their life, they are not because nobody is tied to your company. That's the truth, right? So if anything happens in the future, that their life gets better and every other thing happens. As they are moving, the other person that are remaining is going to be able to keep up the result and even multiply it. And any new person that comes, because this particular leader was able to transfer that knowledge and competence, that particular leader is going to help impact on other people who are coming to actually learn from them. That way, the environment is going to understand that it's all about impacting people's lives. So the leadership system is that no matter where you are, because people recognize you as a valuable person, whatever your contribution is valid. And there are people that you are going to help lead in their lives. You are a leader in your role. You are a leader wherever you are. And what makes you a leader is that you are serving, you are impacting lives. In the duration of your service, you want to be able to be that particular person who is going to create that particular leadership system that helps people to grow value and improve on their outcomes in any industry, in that company, in that organization. Because there are times people will start seeking promotion. There are times people will start seeking, you know, they want to, everybody likes growth. It's one of the fundamental needs of man. And so when you don't give people the opportunity to be able to lead in their space, something will happen to their confidence. And they may not have the opportunity to actually grow, to know how much they have grown. That's the fantastic thing about teachers. The more they teach, the more they know. The more they show others how they do it, the more they build more confidence to understand that, oh, this is a particular template anybody can use to be able to build. And when they are able to do that and they see that these things are working, you can now be able to drive that system. It becomes a system that keeps working for you. Even when you, as an employer, you don't need to monitor them because they are now confident in their own skin to lead in their space. So one of the questions you need to ask is, what is the situation? What is the situation of someone in this role? And what is expected of them in the next 10 years, in the next 20 years? What is the vision of the company in the next 20 years? That you are going to see the structure or the system of how people are going to roll in these standards over that period of time. All right. So the duration of your service is determined by how much system you've put in place to enable leaders to flow in and still establish progressive results in your company and in your organization as an employer. And you as an employee, you are growing your capabilities, leading in this space without running away from leadership, but taking responsibility to be able to grow your competence. All right. Grow your mindset, grow your network, build your credibility by engaging these activities in order to help other people impact lives and become a better leader. So what is the leadership system? People don't even, in their company, they don't even stand to pray because they don't even have value system. The first thing I shared with you, brand communication. Brand communication is a brand that have values that is communicated over them to be able to engage in the courtesy or the standard of that environment where people can actually flow. If that thing is not done, that particular organization is not going to be synchronized on bringing up or working as a team. You will see that company has stars, but they don't have team. Staff and team, they're not the same thing. And I shared with you that in our previous series. So you want to be able to ask questions on leadership system because you are not going to work with them forever. Great things are going to happen in your life. So what is going to be of you when you are no longer there? So this is where you begin to develop the attributes of a leader, because you don't have to compete with your past. You have to compete with yourself in order to get better. Right? Because people are tapping from who you are because of the people who are going to tap from who you are to live their lives. So one of the things you have to establish is this leadership system. Wow. Like I told you, it is going to attributes of leaders. It is going to help your communication skill. It is automatically going to help your dress code because when you are seeing your so anywhere you are going, you're wearing them because you want to pass a message across. Yeah. So you as an employer, you don't even have to make noise, shout at your staff, do these things. The establishment always understand this. So you play a role of maybe there is a morning session whereby you guys have meeting. Okay, this particular in sales department, divide yourself. You are going to lead this week. This person is going to lead this week. If you as an employer is always doing everything all the time, you are not building a company. You're just establishing traders or marketers who are just going to come around and then walk away. So, and that particular platform does not help the learning process. It doesn't help and to establish a particular learning experience. So you as an employee, you learn to be a leader. You as an employer in return understand the power of leadership. People are not going to take your company away from you. They can take your idea, but they cannot take the vision. They can actually run with the vision, actually, right? But you need to understand that they can't do it like you. And whatever results you are seeing in your company is a reflection of who you are. So that's why people, when you come into people's company or organization, watch their lifestyle. It's just a reflection of that. And that's why you will see them fighting out every day, having unnecessary argument instead of agreeing and allowing people to be able to build. So you see that when that is done, when you delegate a task, you can trust your team member to actually deliver on it. And because you trust that, you can give them the space to be able to imbibe their creativity to give you the result. Over time, everyone begins to grow in that company. This is where the environment to thrive begin to set up. So when this environment is not my dear, run for your dear life. You are not going to, no matter the amount of money that they are going to pay, you will be poverty trapped. You will be in that poverty line, whereby the moment the income stops, you go back to square one, or whereby they take a whole lot of your time and then nothing is growing in your life. You don't even have time to grow yourself. So you need to be able to pay attention to these things because they are very, very critical. It can make or mar you as a person. So people will no longer remember the company you worked for, but they want to know the content of yourself. Yes, like I was saying, I've been able to package a free premium resource that will help you navigate how you can better relate with people, just to know how to be kind, giving, and forgiving, to know the dimensions of this relationship, to understand the quality and credible connection you should be building, an environment that helps you to thrive, and an association that will promote that your growth, that will promote productivity as well as profitability. That's why that free gift is for you in this love season. For you to get that free access, of course, type my love gift in the comment section, or you click the link in the description of my YouTube channel. But if you're watching on Facebook, click the link on my bio and type love gift once you click on that link, and you are going to be able to get that access. Understand that this is not going to last. It's only going to be till on Sunday, on the 16th of February, 11:59, you will no longer gain access. 11:59 p.m., you will no longer get access to it. So the time is now for you to hit that link, or type that my love gift in the comments to be able to gain access. And I can't wait to be able to see you on the other side. I still remain your friend and your go-to-get 𝗓𝗏𝗧𝗏, Mrs. 𝗟𝗏𝗦𝗃𝗓𝗏, the founder of Confidence Global Champions Network. And don't forget that it is time to take the discipline to pick up a pen and a paper to write or rewrite your story. Till the next episode. Bye for now.